Latest on Typhoon Trami, which is continuing to intensify rapidly, is now a Category 4 typhoon with winds of 130 miles per hour and a pressure around 944 millibars. At 11 p.m. Japan time on September 23rd, the storm was located at 17.6 degrees north, 133 degrees east, and is now a Stage 5 already on the CDPS scale, meaning that it would cause devastation over any land areas right now. This system could intensify further to Category 5 status as it heads towards the Japanese islands or towards Taiwan. These are the current distances: 577 to Daitojima, 716 to Santa Ana in the Philippines, and 897 to Taipei. There's no warnings in effect at this time, but you can see the proximity to all of those areas with this storm right now. With an uncertain situation ahead, it's something that we'll be watching quite a few days, especially all the way from northern Luzon through Taiwan, through the Japanese islands. This is what the latest GFS model is saying though. As we enter the last hours of Sunday into the Monday now, you can see the system moving towards the northwest, remaining strong. What you'll also note is that the wind field grows quite a lot, but it's stalling as well. You can see there, the models really don't know what to do with it. Stalling seems like the most likely scenario at this moment in time, but that also leads to a lot of uncertainty as to which direction it's going to end up going and whether it might push towards the west a little bit more than we expect or not. That's the GFS, taking the storm on a curve towards the northeast and then through the Ryukyu Islands into the East China Sea. Sea surface temperatures look like this, around 28 or 29 degrees Celsius, certainly warm enough to sustain a storm of this strength, although if it does stall, that will probably lead to less likely chances that the storm will continue intensifying. There it is coming into Monday, still on the move, and then the stalling that we're looking at, according to the GFS model at least, is in Tuesday and maybe into Wednesday before it veers off towards maybe the northeast and then a curve round to the north and then towards the northwest. This is just one model scenario. There are many others of course, but this is sort of the general gist. We're expecting the storm to go towards the Ryukyu Islands of Japan in a roundabout way. Could also pose a significant risk to Taiwan. So this is probably an important graphic that we're showing right now. The tropical storm force wind chances: 38% on Ishigaki, 33% on Miyako-jima, 30% at Hualien in Taiwan, 24% in Taipei, and 10% in Fuzhou in China. This is another imprint here of the GFS model. We usually show a different type of graphic, but they're not working at the minute. But this is showing a very strong system indeed, high-end Category 4 on this graphic. Overdoing the pressures, usually the GFS, but this time maybe it won't be too far away from the actual truth. They're saying 907, although that same run said 892 at another point. I don't think it's going to get anywhere near that strong, especially if it does stall. So this is what really counts, its actual visual appearance in the last few hours, and this is what it looked like earlier today. And as you can see, night falling in those last frames, that pinhole eye developing. It's been there for quite a while, and we'll see what happens with that, but a very intense core around that eye at the moment, with massive cloud tops of 80 degrees, minus 80 Celsius or higher. A pretty small system as it is right now, but it does have quite a large wind field already, 170 nautical miles I believe it is in one quadrant, and it's only likely to expand. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com with the latest. You can also find our YouTube page. You're probably there already, but if not, subscribe if you haven't so far. You can also find our Facebook page, Force 13 all in text, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter if you'd like to get in touch with us on there. You can also help the project become even better by enjoying the benefits of patronage. You can find out more information about how to become a patron and what those benefits are at patreon.com/Force13. You can also add my personal account on Discord, Fool13 at extension 9094, and Force13 on Skype. We also have a new server on Discord. You can find a link in the community tab.